Greetings and welcome everyone to Paranautical Activity. What do you get when you mix The Binding of Isaac, Doom, Quake, and Vox all together? The answer? This game. And it is awesome. It's got all the gameplay mechanics that you would love from Doom, the best bits of The Binding of Isaac, and the art style from Vox, and it is just generally pretty rad. So now you can tell by the way that just everything works, that the game developer obviously knows what makes a game good and what doesn't, and he's put those all into one big awesome package, and it just works, man. It just works. Now you see right here I've got this little trident thing, and this is probably the most difficult weapon to use, I'd say, since it's a projectile based weapon, but you have to go pick it up as well after you throw it. Wow, that was odd. But whatever. So it's pretty difficult, so if I die, that's why. Hopefully I can find a new weapon soon enough, which you can actually do. You can find new weapons throughout this game. Once you find a gift shop, you can go in there, purchase a new... sorry, not purchase, but pick up a new gun, and then just use that instead, which sounds good to me. So let's try and get rid of this thing as soon as possible. Alright, so now you can see in the level design in the bottom left that each little room is signified as its own little square in the minimap. So right now we are in a white room. That's mean we've cleared this room out, and a grey room means that enemies are in there and they will spawn. So let's just pick up those coins that we can use to purchase items from the shop. So if you've ever played The Binding of Isaac, the way that the level design and what map it works should be very obvious. Let's drop a bomb in there. Have fun with that, pals. Sucked in. But yes, if you've played The Binding of Isaac, or you know how The Binding of Isaac works, then this should be pretty obvious in how the whole level design is laid out. The game is randomly generated, much like The Binding of Isaac is, so all these rooms and enemies are randomly placed. You won't see the same enemies in the same position repeatedly. They will be in randomized locations. Would you get out of here, pal? Thank you. Oh, nice. Hey, who the hell's doing that? Have a nice little bomb there, buddy. Oh, goodbye. Oh, sucks to be you. But anyway, yes, so it's roguelike elements. In terms of its roguelike elements, it has the randomly generated maps and permanent death. So that's how it's really inspired by roguelikes. And get out of here. And it's in terms of its inspirations from Vox, it's basically, well, the voxel art style. If you look around, you can see how everything is very voxel based. The enemies are voxel based. The world is voxel based. It's just, in general, a very nice looking voxel game. It is a very love it or hate it sort of look, though. I know tons of people who are like, this is disgusting, the worst things. Well, not tons, actually. That person doesn't even exist, if I'm perfectly honest. I just made him up for the sake of argument, but whatever. Let's say, for example, that person exists, and he's like, oh man, this is the worst thing I've ever seen, it's disgusting. Well, you generally either love this thing or hate it, because of the way that it looks. It looks very old, like those old style of games that were voxel based. Like Doom and Quake were never voxel based. They were freaking Doom was pretty much sprite based, and Quake was polygons. The most voxel wise Quake ever got was freaking item pickups that you could use with certain graphics cards. I think only certain graphics cards supported voxels. It's been ages since I've played Quake and looked at that, so you'll have to forgive me. But anyway, right now we have two rooms that we can select. On the left hand side we've got this mini boss room, which is indicated by its blue skull, and on the right hand side we've got this little this big boss room, which is indicated by its red star, not square, sorry. I keep forgetting the actual name of this thing. There's a specific name for it, but I just can't for the life of me remember what it is. Anyway, this is our big boss guy. It's a whale, yeah. So you're gonna have to try and fight that thing. There we go, simple as. Wow, the trident is actually really powerful, or really useful against the whale. Most of the time I have a tough time fighting it. But anyway, that is the first boss, and now we have our gift shop. What's following me? Oh. Anyway, now we have the gift shop open, so let's just take a quick look here, see what items are here. Aha, yes! The M14. This is a fully automatic hit scan weapon, so no more projectile throwing for us, and no more picking up our item anymore. We've got a lightning bolt and the winged foot. I'm going to pick up the winged foot because that allows us to move so much faster, and it's just ridiculous how much faster you move just because of that one winged foot. And this is pretty much, I must accelerate the game. Gotta go fast So you want to make sure that you're always moving fast, because the enemies, they all use projectile attacks. Well, not all of them. I believe there is one enemy that doesn't use projectile-based attacks, and it's actually melee he is. Oh, wow, I got hit? Really? Wow. Oh, dear. Trident-based. Oh, dear. Great. I was actually hoping for maybe a different enemy, or a different weapon to start off with. Oh, great. And this is just fantastic. A skull to fight and spiders. This is just going to work out fantastically, I can tell, because, you know, having a... Did he die? How did he die? The hell killed him? Oh, my bombs must have... They were... The bombs weren't for you, dude. They were for the freaking spiders. Oh, God. Anyway, yes. Now we can pick up this item, which gives us a floating bomb. So that allows us to throw our bombs by right-clicking, and then they will float away into the sky. It's very nice. So let's actually pick up this crossbow, which actually isn't that great of an item. So $200 for that winged foot that I really want. So let's actually just continue playing until we get that 200 coins, so we can do that. Okay, the crossbow is a very unique weapon. There are, I think, about 7 or 8 weapons that you can pick up in this game, which you can then use, and they all perform pretty radically different. There's a shotgun, which has a widespread but low accuracy. There's the M14, which you saw me use earlier on, which has high accuracy, high rate of fire, but low damage. So it's like, well, you got to find out which type of item that you want specifically and use that for your own playstyle. There's also a Gatling gun, which shoots projectiles, which also do a bit of damage. Get out of here, pal. Oh, he's got a heart. There we go, pick up the heart. Enemies will drop lots of loot, as you can tell. They will drop coins, armor, and health for you to pick up. Armor is basically a heart that allows you to take a single extra hit. The difference between a heart and armor, though, is the fact that you can continually pick up armor, I think, infinitely, pretty much, forever. And, oh dear, whoops, floating bomb. You can pick up armor forever and continually stack it up, whereas hearts have a set limit for how many you can pick up. After you reach, like, 6 hearts, that's it, you can't pick up any more. Oh, we still have a few more coins to pick up around here before we have enough to get the winged foot. So let's just keep it going. Oh great, more hell, guys. Sweet. I was hoping for more variety in the enemies. Well, not in terms of the game, but just in this room. That's why I said more hell, guys. There's actually a specific enemy that I want to show off that is actually melee-based. Well, there's the spiders and one other enemy that is melee-based. I actually don't think it'll spawn up until late in the game, though, so that's a bit of a shame. Hopefully I can swap out this crossbow soon, though, as it's not very good. It takes way too long to charge it up, and it's also got an arc for it, so you have to aim in advance of where it's going to be, and just in general, I don't like how it works. I feel like it does too little damage for the rate of fire that it has. It takes forever to cock it up, and it's just like, oh, come on, please fire, and then it does no damage. Ugh. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yes, music. Music in this game is fantastic. It's got a very nice pumping sort of sound to it, and it makes you feel like you want to kill demons. You want to kick ass, take names. You want to walk right up there and go like, hey buddy, I'm going to kill you. And that is good, because this type of game needs a kick-ass soundtrack in order to reflect the kick-ass types of shooting that you're going to be doing throughout the game. Because if it was this calm, collected orchestra of music that wasn't that intense at all or pumping, then it probably wouldn't give you the same feel. So it's just, it all works together to make this very nice feeling game. The music is a very strong point of why I like this game. It really makes the kinesthetics of the game feel smooth and work together. Just, oh, it's brilliant. Very nice work, good. Very nice work. Now, I suppose I shouldn't go further in depth on what I think of the art style. Now, I do like how they've made it look really dark, but still, because of the voxel art style, it looks very... odd to say this, but it looks very cute. The game looks very cute while still looking dark and evil, and I feel like this accurately represents how you're supposed to feel during the game. It's this dark game, which is difficult, but it's also very fun and cute. The art style accurately represents how you're supposed to feel. It's this happy, lighthearted game with dark lighting and enemies that shoot fireballs at you, and that the enemy design is messed up, but it's supposed to be fun and lighthearted, so the art style accurately represents that, and that's nice. I like that. It's very rare to see a developer that chooses an art style that accurately represents how the game is supposed to feel, and I actually think that I actually think that the developer chose the art style just because of a limitation, but like a limitation, and because he also saw Vox and I think Cube World or something like that. He saw those and he was like, wow, that is amazing. I'm gonna use that. But so it's weird how that ended up working in his favor. So it's pretty awesome. It's just great. I just really love this game. The art style, the fast-paced gameplay, the difficulty of it. It's great. Thank you for watching, everyone. This has been Paranautical Activity, which you can purchase right now on Desora. And you can also purchase it at a later date on Steam, which is actually going to be published by Adult Swim Games, which is actually awesome that the developer managed to get the attention of Adult Swim. That's pretty amazing. Links to the store page for this game on Desora will be in the description, and there will be a link to the Steam store page as soon as it's available. Thank you for sticking around, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and GG. I think I'm going to go play this game for a little bit more, so see you later.